know what's really funny? When I first started my job as an attending, one of the residents asked me what my skincare routine was because she was like, your skin is so good. What are you doing? And can you make it accessible to a resident budget? I sent her an email of all the list of things that I was doing and had done in the past. And then that apparently circulated to like all the girls in the residency class. So in that little microenvironment, the skincare regimen became like a mini famous thing. But I will share with you for sure what are the things that you have to incorporate that are just like can't miss. First of all, sunscreen. Literally, I don't skip a day. 365 days a year, I wear sunscreen. Gotta be zinc. I use Elta MD. I really think it's the GOAT. It is pricier than a lot of other sunscreens, but it goes a long way. It is incredibly sheer, even though it's zinc. If you really don't want to spend the money, there are other good zinc oxide. I think Supergoop is a little bit cheaper. Just make sure you get the zinc formulation. The other super critical element for the morning, actually I apply before my sunscreen. That's a vitamin C serum. At this point in my life, I just go for SkinCeuticals. It is the gold standard. It is the best. It has changed my skin dramatically. I get that that's a little out of budget for a resident. So I've also heard the Ole Hendrickson, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, the Banana Bright Vitamin C Serum is really good. I've tried that once before too, and I really like it. But like I said, at this point in my life, I go for the gold and I do SkinCeuticals. And then the last really critical component that you need is every night applying a retinoid. I would just go to the dermatologist and get a prescription, and with a copay, it was surprisingly cheap, like $10. And it's also more potent than what you'll find over the counter. So if your skin can tolerate that potency, then I highly recommend just using a prescription version because it's also cheaper than anything that you can find on the market, as long as your insurance pays for it and you get a dermatologist to prescribe it for you in the right way. And to clarify, tretinoin is what you're gonna wanna use. You start off using maybe 3 nights a week, and then as your skin kind of gets used to it, you can build up to using every week. And you can also start off with a really low potency and then advance the potency as you go on and you find it more tolerable. And because retinoids can be so drying, you just need to use a really thick moisturizer at night, something that's just super hydrating. I think there's a lot of good affordable options on the market. One of them is CeraVe. I think it's great. It's fantastic. La Roche-Posay also has some really good hydrating moisturizers, so you can't really go wrong. I don't think you need to spend a ton of money on a moisturizer. I still don't, and a lot of the fancy ones that have all these like plant-based ingredients, my skin reacts to anyway. So I just keep it really simple and just get a really moisturizing night cream. I gotta say, I've never been a person who spends money on facials. I don't feel like they make a long-lasting impact on my skin, so I skip that. I definitely do lasers, but I really started them after residency because they get pricey too. So just focus on the skincare right now. Start the other fancier things when you have the funds for that, but I hope this helps in the interim.